Have you ever had a moment, maybe late at night or early in the morning, where a powerful, positive thought about your future flashed through your mind? For a split second, you felt it. The success, the love, the peace. It felt clear, real, and exciting. But then, almost immediately, another voice chimed in. The voice of doubt. The voice of reason. It started listing all the reasons why it couldn't happen, pointing to your bank account, your past failures, your current circumstances. And in that tiny, almost invisible micro moment, the initial spark of creation was extinguished by the weight of analysis. That fraction of a second is the most important moment in the entire creative process, and it's the moment almost everyone gets wrong. That moment reveals a profound secret about how reality is actually born. For decades, the world of self-development has been dominated by a single powerful idea: that your thoughts create your reality. We've been taught to treat the mind like a command center, issuing orders to the universe through affirmations and visualizations. The underlying belief is that if you can just control your thoughts, you can control your life. This has led to a culture of mental gymnastics, where we try to force ourselves to be positive, to overpower negative thoughts with a relentless barrage of positive ones. The problem with this approach is that it often creates a silent, exhausting war within us. When you stand in front of the mirror and say, "I am abundant," while your nervous system is trembling with the stress of debt, you are creating a state of profound energetic incoherence. Your conscious mind is sending one signal, but your body, the other 95% of your consciousness, is broadcasting the complete opposite. This internal conflict, this dissonance, is the reason why positive thinking alone so often fails. It's like trying to make a garden grow by shouting at the soil while the ground itself is frozen solid. You are sending a scrambled, contradictory signal to the quantum field, and the field, in its perfect, impersonal logic, simply reflects that chaos back to you in the form of inconsistent and frustrating results. You're left feeling like a failure, believing you're just not good at thinking positive. But the failure isn't yours. The failure lies in the premise itself. And here is the new perspective, the truth that will shift everything for you. The quantum field is not a mental field that responds to the content of your thoughts. It is a vibrational field that responds to the resonance of your being. And the most powerful, coherent, and creative frequency you can embody is not a thought at all. It is the feeling of gratitude. This is the key. We have been trying to communicate with the universe in a foreign language. We've been sending letters written in the language of the analytical mind, when the native tongue of the quantum field is the language of the heart, the language of feeling. Gratitude is the purest dialect of this language. It is the frequency of receiving. When you think a positive thought about something you don't have, you are often, on a subconscious level, amplifying the feeling of its absence. The very act of affirming "I am wealthy" can sometimes deepen the feeling of "I am not." But when you feel genuine gratitude, you are, by definition, focused on what you do have. You are celebrating what is already present. This simple act shifts your entire energetic signature from a state of lack, need, and striving to a state of fullness, appreciation, and wholeness. This isn't just a spiritual idea. It's grounded in measurable physics and biology. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field thousands of times more powerful than the field generated by your brain. When you experience a genuine, heart-centered emotion like gratitude or appreciation, your heart rhythms become smooth and coherent. This coherence creates a powerful, orderly wave that you broadcast into the quantum field. This is the clear, powerful signal that the field can read and match. A forced, positive thought from a stressed brain is noise. A heartfelt feeling of gratitude is music. It is this music, this coherent signal from the heart, that calls forth potentials from the field and organizes them into tangible experience. In the next part of our journey, we will move from this foundational truth and explore, with vivid, real-world examples, exactly how this shift from thinking to thanking can revolutionize the way you create your life. In our first chapter, we established a foundational shift in understanding, moving from the often ineffective model of positive thinking to the profoundly powerful model of resonant feeling, with gratitude as the master frequency. We talked about the science of heart coherence and why a feeling state is a much clearer signal to the quantum field than a mental statement. Now, let's bring this down to earth. Let's make it real. The best way to understand this principle is to see how it operates in the lives we all live, with the challenges we all face. I want you to consider a metaphor. Imagine the quantum field is a vast, calm lake, holding infinite droplets of water, each droplet representing a potential reality. Your state of being is like a tuning fork. The old method, positive thinking, is like holding the tuning fork and trying to think it into vibrating. You can sit there all day thinking, vibrate at the note of C, but nothing will happen. It's a mental command with no energetic force behind it. This is why you can affirm, I am in a loving relationship for years. But if your being is vibrating at the frequency of loneliness and impatience, you are a silent tuning fork. Now, gratitude is different. Gratitude is the act of actually striking the tuning fork. When you find something, anything, to be genuinely grateful for, you strike the fork. It begins to hum with a clear, coherent frequency. That vibration ripples out through the lake of potential and, through the law of resonance, it activates any and all droplets that are tuned to that same frequency. They begin to vibrate with you and are drawn into your experience. You don't have to chase them. You simply have to hold the resonance, and they will find you. Let's see how this plays out. Imagine a man named David who is deeply stressed about his career. He's a talented project manager, but he feels stuck in his current role, underappreciated and underpaid. Every day, he spends 10 minutes visualizing himself in a corner office, leading a big team, feeling successful. He's trying to think his way to a new job. But for the rest of the day, his body is broadcasting the frequency of his current reality: frustration with his boss, anxiety about projects, and a feeling of being trapped. His tuning fork is silent, or worse, it's humming with the chaotic noise of his stress. He sends out applications, but they seem to go into a black hole. The opportunities he does get are just more of the same. One day, he decides to abandon the mental struggle and tries a new approach. For step 1, the gratitude anchor, he decides to find one thing, just one thing, in his current job that he can genuinely appreciate. It's difficult, but he realizes he's truly grateful for his friendship with a specific colleague, Maria. She's the one person who makes his day bearable. For the next few days, instead of forcing visualizations, he simply focuses on feeling genuine appreciation for Maria's presence in his life. For step 2, somatic amplification, he doesn't just think it, he lets himself feel it. He notices it as a warmth in his chest, a feeling of ease when he thinks of their conversations. He has struck the tuning fork. It's now vibrating at the frequency of positive connection and appreciation at work. A few days later, Maria mentions that her husband's company is looking for a senior manager for a new division. It's a perfect fit for David's skills, a major step up. She says, "You know, David, the way you handle projects with such a calm attitude, even when things are stressful here, is exactly what they need." He gets an interview. During the conversation, he isn't broadcasting neediness or desperation. He is broadcasting the calm, appreciative energy he has been cultivating. They are drawn to his state of being. He gets the job. He didn't get it by thinking harder about the corner office. He got it by shifting his entire frequency through a simple, genuine anchor of gratitude, which made him a resonant match for a better reality. Now, let's take another common and deeply personal example: health. Consider a woman named Linda who has been struggling with chronic fatigue. She spends her mornings affirming, "I am healthy, vibrant, and full of energy." But as she tries to get out of bed, her body tells a different story. It feels heavy, tired, and weak. Her thought is one of wellness, but her lived physical experience is one of illness. This is a profound state of incoherence. Her tuning fork of health is silent. She decides to try a different path. For step 1, she can't be grateful for her energy because she doesn't feel she has any. But she finds a gratitude anchor in the simple mechanics of her body. She lies in bed and says, "I am so grateful that my lungs breathe for me without me having to think about it." She takes a deep breath, feeling the air fill her. For step 2, somatic amplification, she focuses on the physical sensation of that breath, a life force entering and nourishing her. She then thinks, "I am so grateful for my heart, which has been beating perfectly every second of my life." She places her hand on her chest and tries to feel that steady, loyal rhythm. She is no longer at war with her body's symptoms. She is aligning with the parts of her body that are, and have always been, functioning perfectly. She has struck the tuning fork. It's a quiet hum at first, the frequency of physical appreciation. She continues this practice daily. This shift in focus, from what's wrong to what's right, reduces the stress and anxiety that were contributing to her condition. This state of gratitude calms her nervous system, allowing her body's natural healing mechanisms to function more effectively. She starts to sleep a little better. She notices a small lift in her energy in the mornings. It's not a dramatic miracle, but a gentle, steady shift. She has stopped sending the chaotic signal of, "I am sick and I hate it," and started broadcasting the coherent signal of, "I am a body that is working and I appreciate it." The quantum field of her own biology begins to respond to that new, harmonious frequency. If these insights and examples are helping you see your own challenges in a new light, I invite you to support the channel by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Joining this community helps us continue to create content that empowers us all. We have journeyed from understanding the fundamental flaw in the thought creates reality model to seeing the profound power of gratitude as a vibrational language. We've seen through the stories of David and Linda how anchoring in and amplifying genuine appreciation can shift our reality in career and health. Now, we arrive at the most vital part of our exploration, integrating this into a practice that you can use to create tangible change in your own life. This is where we move from theory to transformation. The first 2 steps we saw in our examples, the gratitude anchor and somatic amplification, are the foundation. But there is a 3rd step, a master key that allows you to consciously direct this creative power toward your specific desires. This 3rd step is called radiating outward, or what can be thought of as future gratitude. This is where you leverage the state of appreciation you've cultivated and extend it to a future that has not yet materialized, feeling gratitude for it as if it already has. This is the most powerful use of the tuning fork. You are not just humming a general note of appreciation. You are now consciously choosing to vibrate at the exact frequency of your desired outcome. Let's apply this 3rd step to David's career situation. After anchoring in gratitude for his colleague Maria and feeling that somatic warmth, he could then move to step 3. He would find a quiet moment and say, either internally or out loud, "I am so deeply grateful and appreciative for my new role, where my talents are recognized, my contributions are valued, and I feel a profound sense of purpose every single day." The key is not to just say the words. The key is to use the real feeling of gratitude he cultivated for Maria as a bridge to feel the gratitude for this future reality. He is borrowing the authentic emotion from the present and lending it to his future, thereby pulling that future into his present on a vibrational level. For Linda, struggling with her health, the application of step 3 is equally powerful. After feeling genuine gratitude for her lungs and her heart, she can then radiate that feeling outward. She could affirm with feeling, "I am so overwhelmingly grateful for the vibrant, boundless energy that flows through my body now. I am so thankful for this feeling of vitality and the joy of moving through my day with ease and strength." She isn't pretending. She is using the true, existing feeling of gratitude for her beating heart as the engine to power the feeling of gratitude for her fully restored health. She is instructing the quantum field and her own body that this state of vibrant health is her chosen reality. But what happens when you try to do this and you feel nothing? What happens when the challenges of your life feel so overwhelming that finding even a single anchor of gratitude feels impossible? This is the real reason for failure, the final hurdle we must address. It is the deep-seated programming in our subconscious that defaults to worry, fear, and cynicism. The solution is not to fight these feelings, but to meet them with awareness. When a negative feeling arises, do not suppress it. Simply acknowledge it. Say internally, I see you, fear. I feel you, anxiety. Thank you for trying to protect me. This act of non-judgmental awareness creates a space between you and the feeling. In that space, you can then gently choose to place your focus on one tiny, microscopic thing you can be grateful for. A single breath. The fact that you are alive. This isn't about overpowering negativity. It's about choosing where you place your focus, one conscious choice at a time. This practice, when done consistently, becomes a new way of life. It's not just a 5-minute exercise in the morning. It's a new way of moving through your day. You begin to see the world not through a lens of what's missing, but through a lens of what's present. This sustained state of gratitude is what transforms your life. It turns you from a person who is trying to manifest into a person who lives in a state of manifestation. So, let's bring this all together. We have shattered the myth that you must force your reality through mental effort. We have understood that the true language of creation is the resonant frequency of gratitude, broadcast from the coherent heart. We have learned a simple yet profound 3-step process. Find a genuine gratitude anchor in your present moment. Amplify it somatically in your body. And then radiate that authentic feeling outward to your desired future, giving thanks for it as if it is already done. This is more than just a technique. This is an invitation to change your entire relationship with life. It's a shift from striving to receiving, from lack to fullness, from fighting with reality to dancing with it. You are remembering that you are a powerful creator and that the universe is not a stubborn entity to be convinced, but a loving partner waiting to harmonize with the music of your heart. I want to leave you with this statement to carry with you. Your thoughts can point the way, but it is your gratitude that paves the road. The mind may suggest the destination, but it is the heart that actually takes you there. Thank you for dedicating your time and energy to this deep dive with me today. Your willingness to explore these ideas is a testament to the powerful creator that you are. I would love to hear from you. Which of the 3 practical steps, the gratitude anchor, somatic amplification, or radiating outward, resonates with you the most right now? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story and your insights are a valuable part of this community. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We are committed to exploring the deepest truths of our creative potential together. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for your energy.